It is a common opinion among K-pop fans that Park Boom is among the most pitiful Gen 2 idols. Her debut with To Anyone was a major success, but her career path has been full of ups and downs. Here is the story of Park Boom. Park Boom was born on March 24, 1984 in Seoul, South Korea. Whilst attending junior high school in the United States, she was diagnosed with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder (ADHD). Park returned to South Korea to pursue a music career there and repeatedly auditioned to join YG Entertainment, where she was accepted into the company after 3 years of auditioning, according to former YG executive and recording producer Young Hyun-suk. During her time as a trainee at YG, Park was diagnosed with lymphadenitis. Park has continued to suffer from episodes of lymphadenitis ever since. In 2006, she featured on 2 of Big Bang's earliest singles, We Belong Together and Forever With You. Park was placed as the main vocalist of To Anyone, alongside CL, Dara, and Minzy. When Park Boom debuted with To Anyone in 2009, the girl group was considered a pillar of YG Entertainment. At the time, To Anyone's main vocalist attracted numerous fans thanks to her beauty, dancing ability, as well as unique singing voice. She was even dubbed as YG's favorite member during To Anyone's prime. Alongside her group activities, Park Boom's solo singles You and I and Don't Cry also earned remarkable successes. In her solo MV, the idol adorned a luxurious Alexander McQueen dress that cost a whopping $20,000. However, the idol's once promising path started to stumble as she continuously got into scandals. First, Park Boom was accused of overusing plastic surgery, which caused drastic changes to her doll-like face. In particular, many fans started to point out Park Boom's stiff and swollen face and asked her to stop. Even when the idol denied all accusations, the public never stopped their harsh criticism. Finally, in a 2014 episode of To Anyone, Park Boom disclosed that she suffered from lymphadenitis, and the disease was what caused her face to change. She also affirmed that she did no such thing as plastic surgery, but that wasn't enough to escape the public's ire. Instead of caring about her, people were only complaining about how Park Boom was no longer pretty, even calling the idol hideous. To make it even worse, another scandal attacked the female idol after netizens dug up an old case in 2010. At the time, Boom was stopped at airport customs for carrying 82 amphetamine pills and was even reported to officials in October. Amphetamine is legal in the United States, but it is considered an illegal drug in Korea. Reports stated that she hid the pills as jelly and mailed the package to her grandma. Young Hyun-suk had revealed in a long letter that Park Boom was regularly prescribed medicine from a hospital in the States for a trauma that happened when she was young. However, she was unable to make time in her busy schedule to travel for her treatments, so her grandma and mom received the prescribed pills for safekeeping. She was cleared of the smuggling charge when she provided medical proof that showed her long history with the prescription meds and her ongoing treatment from the States. She faced so much backlash even though these pills were prescribed to her by a doctor in the USA. Netizens did not care and kept calling her a druggie. Once a beloved artist at YG Entertainment, Park Boom started to be discarded by her agency, while To Anyone also entered a hiatus. The major girl group official disbanded on November 25, 2016, and members had to find out the hard way via the media. Park Boom stayed in YG, then moved to its sub-agency The Black Label, before leaving the company entirely, leaving fans enraged at the obvious mistreatment. In 2017, she opened up about this issue. "I want to clear up the misunderstanding. I want to clear up the misunderstanding because not everything that the news articles said are true." She didn't go into the specifics of the misunderstandings, but she refused that she had a drug problem. "I really didn't do it. I'm saying that I really didn't do it." The scandal eventually led to her long hiatus until the disbandment of To Anyone. Some netizens even blame Park Boom's scandal for their disbandment. In 2018, she again addressed her scandal. Park Boom discussed how she feels about the continued controversy of her drug smuggling investigation in an exclusive interview with Korean press. Park Boom seemed overwhelmed by the attention on her controversy and having to be in the spotlight again after 5 years of hiatus. Which is understandable. She was able to prove to the police that it was prescribed for her health issues, but Korean netizens couldn't stop talking crap about her like she was a druggie. An acquaintance of mine let me know about the TV program. My parents and I watched it together. My parents kept sighing, like they are completely done with the word drugs. It's hard for me to see my parents like this. When the controversy first broke, they asked me if I had actually done drugs, but now they just sigh. Park Boom confirmed she has not done drugs or smuggled them into Korea. Instead, she talked about her condition that requires her to be medicated. I would not be this upset if I have ever in my life done drugs. I have never done drugs. I was investigated and found not guilty. Park Boom described why she needs to take Adderall, which contains a low dose of amphetamines but got her labeled as a drug smuggler. I have a medical condition that requires medication since middle and high school years. I have ADD, attention deficit disorder, which isn't too well known in Korea. There aren't a lot of medications out to treat this condition, so I take what usually gets prescribed for ADHD, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. Even with medication, it's hard to overcome my symptoms. It's used commonly in the United States to treat medical conditions like mine. I understand the way I tried to acquire the medication was not the best, and that is my fault, but I'm also frustrated by the fact that my medication keeps being called 100% amphetamine. I can't even take medication because it's being labeled a drug. During the interview, Park Boom shared a written statement she planned to post on her social media, but decided not to upload it. In the message, she wrote, "I apologize that I couldn't gather up the courage to write this sooner, because I was so heartbroken. I apologize for causing such a controversy in Korea. Hi, what's up? We're to anyone. This is Park Boom. It's been a while since I wrote to you guys. I'm a bit late, right? I decided to respond because I have been looking at everything you've been writing to me. Why isn't Park Boom saying anything? Boom, please talk to us. I've seen them and heard them all around. I'm sorry I broke your hearts by not responding earlier. I'm grateful for my fans who wait for me to return to stage. I'm also grateful for the To Anyone fans. Fans, you all have been so patient and loyal to us. I thank you, and it breaks my heart. So I decided to write this. When I first encountered the news reports saying I smuggled drugs, I was scared, not because I had done drugs or smuggled them, but because I had to tell you guys the truth. I have ADD, attention deficit disorder. Not a lot of Koreans know about this disorder as it's not well known. From what I know, the disorder didn't even have a name until a few years ago. So there is no medication to treat this condition. I'm sorry you've been so frustrated by me keeping quiet. But now, as a woman, I can't possibly stand being labeled a drug smuggler. I'd rather just tell you the medical conditions that I have, even though I really don't want to share this. This embarrasses me so much and I want to hide, but I've decided to be brave and tell you. For me, the word drug didn't scare me. The fact that I have to tell you guys everything, that was scarier, and I wanted to hide. Many foreign fans of hers are very angry that she had to go through this. Even after all this time, she still has to defend herself. That doesn't happen to male idols caught with drugs. And even then, it's medication for a prescription. She shouldn't have to divulge private medical information to get people to believe her. It's so sad. I just want her to be happy, damn it. I was hoping Queendom would help them see the precious boom that was on Roommate. Hard not to feel sad for her. Even after all these years, she still gets hate for this when she shouldn't have. In 2019, Park Boom released the musical video Spring, which marked her official return to the industry. Despite various upheavals, the idol had retained her unique and powerful voice, and fans felt as if they were reliving their nostalgia. She is still singing her new song that recently came out called I. To this day, Boom receives criticism from the public about her appearance. She said before that her medication makes her face swollen and her body weight fluctuates, so, of course, she would look different. But people, no matter what her fans tell them, they are going to talk about her appearance in a negative way. A new photo of her came out and became trending because of how good she looked, but others slammed her for editing her photo too much. Almost everyone edits their photos. It's really sad to know that this happened to Park Boom, and still to this day there are people who think she is a druggie. Hopefully, she is okay and happy at least now.